become the Madden Bowl champion. And here we go. We're kicking it off. It's the finals of the Madden Bowl. And Dion will take it at the 1-yard line. And he gets it out to the 19. So here we go. 1st and 10 from the 19. Dubby is the Eagles. Problem is the 49ers. And it's finally time. The talk is over. Let's get it going. Shotgun formation for Randall Cunningham. He's got Moss, Fitzgerald, and Jimmy Graham off to his left. And Cunningham finds Randy Moss, and he'll be out of bounds at the 26. It's going to be 2nd and 3.
Yeah, and as you saw that first play of the game, you can see Dubby passed 85% of the time to get here to this finals, and just like that, he's coming out in a passing formation, wants to throw the ball all over the field.
So 2nd and 3 from the 26. Randall Cunningham barking out the orders. Has time, and Ricky Williams, the former Longhorn, can't hold on.
Yeah, and Dubby right now playing cautiously here. He's keeping a tight end in the backfield for pass protection. He knows that problem. His MO, the reason he is the greatest of all time and has won all these championships is because he dictates to his opponent how he wants them to play and not the other way around. And that is how you define greatness. Problem, the best in the world to ever do it.
Dubby has only been sacked 2 times in his last 5 games. We'll see if that holds up.
Pressure off that left side.
Finds Jimmy Graham, and he works his way out to the 41-yard line. Move the sticks. 1st down, Dubby.
Great quick read over to the tight end over the middle of the field. A big body receiver. Great target on that throw right there. Watch for pressure off this left edge right here. That defender is going to scream off the edge. You're going to need to keep the halfback in the block.
And he'll run away from the blitz. Run, Ricky, run. He's at the 48.
Yeah, and just like we were saying there, he wants to run the ball off that right side of the field. The pressure is coming off the left side of the field, which then opens up your run game to the right side. So we'll see if he continues to run the ball off that right edge.
Now in plus territory.
There it is
Going
again.
back to the run. And he will pick up 5. 2nd and 6.
Yeah, and what you get from a lot of these top-tier competitive players is they like to play high-pressure style defenses called a cover 2. You only have 2 defenders in the deep part of the field. You see that defender there and that defender there. They play back, protecting the deep part of the field.
Cunningham once again. It's Randy Moss. And Randy is now down to the 29-yard line. 1st and 10.
And just the way we saw Dubby get here, listen, we saw him make the best adjustments throughout this whole tournament, preparing for his specific opponent, and he's doing that right here against Problem. He's got the scouting report on him.
Well, Problem has the best defense in our entire Madden Bowl. He's only given up 243 yards a game. Cunningham rolling to his right, throws across his body, and there's the legend. Edward McCaffrey pulls it in.
That was a huge play right there. He throws off his back foot and still delivers an absolute strike to McCaffrey. You'll see that name quite a bit here today.
Inside the red zone now, Ricky Williams. And he will fall forward to the 14-yard line.
Yeah, this is about as textbook of a drive that you could ever imagine. If you're going to script your first drive in the Madden Bowl Championship, this is how it would go if you're Dubby. Watch Fitzgerald here, Scott. Quick streak over the middle of the field there. That might be the route that we're looking for.
2nd and 6. Cunningham looks to the end zone. Randy Moss drags the feet, and Dubby strikes first.
That is the most important way to start the game for Dubby. He is now on top of Problem. He has the lead. That now takes Problem less ball control style in his mind. His scheme wants to run the ball, wants to control the clock, and now Dubby out to the early lead.
9 plays, 80 yards. 2:35 goes off the clock.
Yeah, and Scott, this is why you play Madden. We have another tournament coming up, the Madden Challenge. You can play in that, guys. If you start playing Madden right now, this could be you at the next event. You could be Dubby. You could be Problem. You got to get on the paddles and start playing some games, though.
So Problem will have to try to answer here. 1st and 10 at the 25. And are you ready to see a little bit of the running game?
Oh, yeah. Lot of running. Lot of running.
Worth noting has Terrell Pryor, the former Ohio State Buckeye, as his quarterback. And Ricky Williams gets caught out, loses a yard. And that's the cool thing about Madden. You're making your own team. So Terrell Pryor, he's got some QB skills. And he decided he's going to slide him in as his quarterback.
He stretches plays out. He has the mobility with his legs. It's another player that your opponent has to worry about on defense.
Problem looking to the corner, and that's what you get with Terrell Pryor. You get some mobility, but sometimes he really lets one go.
Yeah, sometimes you will sail it like that. This puts Problem now in a tough spot here. 3rd and 11. He is a running style player. When he gets into these passing situations, not the best spot for him to be in.
You can see that his last game, he gained 141 yards on the ground. Ran it 33 times in that game, and he throws it up, and Jimmy Graham says, look what I found.
Yeah, and right there, Problem, you can actually, he shook his head on that. He knows that he forced that throw right there, but great pressure from Dubby. He sent it from both sides of the field, collapsed the pocket. You saw he had to throw the ball off his back foot. Little tip here, you're going to see these defenders, they're the ones that are coming and applying pressure on the quarterback. You have to pick the pressure up off the edges.
And Ricky Williams has some space. He'll get the first down and more. He's out to the 48.
Yeah, and I like when Problem goes back into that gun formation and runs the ball with the twin tight ends on the field. You can see 1 tight end, 2 tight end right there. Those guys, those are extra big body players helping the run game.
And it goes back to Ricky. And Williams will get to the 45. He's in plus territory.
Yeah, and so what you're seeing here from Problem, he's recognizing that Dubby has 6 plus cornerbacks on the field. He's taking advantage of it, putting bigger body players on the field to pound the rock.
And once again, surprise, surprise, it's a run. And this time he's to the 33. Already 4 carries for 30 yards for Ricky Williams.
So this is what happens when you start to be able to control the line of scrimmage and your run game is working. You now open up play action that can hurt the defense with quick seam passes in the middle of the field. This is something you have to pay attention for. It's a way all these players like to consistently have success in the game. You'll get a play fake to your halfback, tight end streaking in the middle of the field. Big time play right there.
And this tournament, Problem is averaging 4.6 yards a carry. That's the key to his success. And there's the old backup. Hey, it doesn't matter. Whoever he gives the rock to,
he's running.
He's at least going to get 3 yards in a cloud of dust.
He's running, baby.
And the big thing that is running is that play clock and the game clock.
Problem driving, put together his own scoring possession here as well, controlling the line of scrimmage on the ground. See if he goes to some play action.
And that time, Ricky Williams gets absolutely shut down. 2-yard loss is now 3rd and 7.
Gotta love the aggressive nature on that play right there from Dubby. He brought more defenders towards the run game right there, and that's where you see he got the quick stop.
So a big 3rd down at the 29. Cannot take a sack. Pryor looking. And overthrows Herman Moore. Overthrow counter, 2.
Yeah, right there. That's starting to become a story in this one right now. Terrell Pryor usually has the mobility that you look at, but in this situation, throws it away.
It's a 46-yarder. And Gostkowski, who's going to be here tomorrow, doing his thing, you know, doing the Super Bowl thing on Sunday. This time he kicks it right down Main Street. It's now a 4-point game.
All right, that's a great stop right there by Dubby. That's exactly what you're looking for. Look at you scored first. Problem gets his chance. You stop him. You get the ball back. You still have the lead. This is now the formula. This is what you were looking for when you got into this game. If you're going to beat Problem, he said he wanted to play the greatest of all time to become champion. This is the foundation of how you get that done.
Yeah, he called him out after winning that semifinal, and he starts at his own 25. Force one in. Was looking for Fitzgerald.
Got to be careful there. That was a late throw in that left flat. Almost a huge, costly mistake right there.
So 2nd and 10 now. Bunch formation to the right. Ed McCaffrey in motion. And Cunningham looking for Moss. Just cannot drag the toe.
And if you remember, that was the same route, same play that he ran to score the touchdown in the first quarter. This time, Moss doesn't keep his feet down. You get a big 3rd and 10. Problem known to dial up blitzes in these situations. But again, when you do send those blitzes, you leave that route right there wide open. The Jimmy Graham streak.
42% is his conversion rate on 3rd down for the tournament. And he's facing a 3rd and 10. Cunningham. Looking downfield, he finds Randy Moss on the drag, and that'll move the chains.
That is just amazing route combinations right there. He ran the vertical with the slot receiver. This receiver ran the vertical, and he came back underneath to a quick drag. Very difficult to defend if you're Problem.
And Ricky Williams trying to find the edge, and he goes airborne. He'll gain 1, 2nd and 9.
Big time hit right there. Problem makes a lot of plays, makes a living off of the big hits on ball carries, forcing turnovers, forcing fumbles. Dubby right there, lucky to hold on to that ball.
It's a risk reward using that hit stick. But these players at this level are so good. 2nd and 9. Moss, Fitzgerald, and Graham off to your left. And he forces one in. It's going to be picked. Makes the man miss. And he's got one man to beat, and he will. And that is why Problem is the GOAT.
There is no one better in the business than Eric Problem Wright. Just when you think you have the upper hand, he makes the play that gets him back in the game. Time and time again, he has done it. He does it here again. Now, Dubby needs to get focused back on track. Get another drive here. What a big play by Problem right there.
You're thinking you're going to go down, you're going to get a 2-score lead. Next thing you know, in the blink of an eye, you're trailing by a field goal.
Listen, that's the way he has done it for over a decade. He dictates to his opponent how he wants them to play. High pressure style defense, aggressive play over the middle of the field, and he forces turnovers.
1st and 10. Dubby. Got to shake it off. And he'll go to the running game. And he'll pick up a hefty chunk. That's 6 yards.
Yeah, right. You can already see the effects of that interception. He comes out and he runs the ball. Typically a passer here, so you already feel some of the effects of that interception.
2nd and 4 at the 31.
More Problem.
Cunningham got rid of it quickly. He's going to face a 3rd and short.
Yeah, so here's what happens. You start bringing pressure again off both of these edges. It makes it really difficult to pick it up because you have to either keep your tight end to block, your halfback to block. So you have to block your halfback here or your tight end there to pick up some of that pressure.
3rd and 2. We're under 3 minutes to go in the half. Randall
Screaming.
finds Larry Fitzgerald. Let's be honest, everyone loves Larry.
Yeah, the big time play. He hangs on to the ball over the middle of the field. That's what he does best. So great execution there by Dubby with a streak in the middle of the field.
Harrison Smith on the tackle, and Ricky Williams will go back to work, and he'll take it to the 45. So 2nd and 6.
So here's what I want to see now from Problem on the defensive side of the ball. He's starting to play a little bit more aggressive. He's starting to send both of those slot corners off both edges. That's going to open up passing lanes for Dubby in the middle of the field and short underneath.
Press coverage on the outside on 2nd and 6.
He's screaming.
And he has a man, and Jimmy Graham will hold on, and he's right at the 24.
Just like that. Listen, if you send as many defenders after the quarterback to force turnovers, force your opponent's hand, you leave wide open spaces behind your defense, and that's exactly what you saw there. You can't defend everything, and at 6'7", Jimmy Graham is a big target in the middle of the field.
We had Greg Olson in our booth for the semifinals. He was a little salty he wasn't on the field, but Jimmy Graham has been absolutely fantastic in this tournament. And now he's in the red zone, 2nd and 5.
So difficult to score in these situations. The field is condensed. You don't have as much vertical room for routes to develop, so you need to play a game that stretches the field from sideline to sideline. Now it becomes a horizontal game. Do you have the routes? Do you have the plays in your playbook to convert here in a tighter space?
Also working that clock. He's got 1:40 left in the half. And Randall will take off, and a baseball slide down to the 13.
Yeah, and listen, that's the beauty of having a mobile quarterback. You force your opponent to always have to worry about the scramble. If they don't have the adjustment, and if they don't keep a defender to spy on that mobile quarterback, he will make you pay with the run.
So Cunningham with the clock ticking away. You can see that prolific passing game, 219. Is what he threw for in the semifinals. Threw the ball 29 times to beat Skimbo. Checks it down to Ricky Williams. It was 64 seconds remaining. Problem will use his first timeout.
Yeah, he's thinking get the ball back in the spot here. This is a very difficult part of the field and the game to manage here. 1:04. You have 3 timeouts if you're Dubby. Problem with the 2 timeouts.
Cunningham once again goes back to Ricky, who shakes off 1, and now he's down to the 6. And it'll be 3rd and 3.
And if you're Dubby, I like these safe conservative throws. You need to tie the game here. That's on your mind. But we've seen him go for bigger plays before in the semifinals to get here.
Yeah, he went for a 4th and 1, end up with a big touchdown. This is 3rd and 3. Goes right back to it. If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
And I'll tell you why he's going for it there. You can see he's in a cover 2 invert right there. What that means is your outside corners, they are not in a flat zone. A flat zone, that is a defender that protects the short part of the field near the sidelines. When you have that cover 2 invert, you flip the coverage and you make your outside corners protect deep. Great execution there by Dubby.
So first and goal with the clock running. 38 seconds to go in the half. I formation.
Watch for Jimmy Graham here. Jumping over the pile.
Jimmy Graham at fullback, and Ricky Williams will dot the I. And that's where he goes, my friend. Couldn't get elevation, Holmes. And now 20 seconds will remain in the half. But Problem will use a timeout. It'll stop the clock with 24 ticks. Second and goal.
Yeah, Problem knows how important every single second is in this game. So he's trying to conserve some time here. If Dubby were to score in the next play, he'd still have a few seconds to do something on the opposite side of the ball.
So second and goal. Dubby with all 3 of his timeouts. Randy Moss comes across the formation. And Jimmy Graham will dive in. And Dubby reclaims the lead.
What a beautiful drive by this man. He has the adversity of throwing the interception for the return pick for 6, and then he comes back and puts together his own touchdown drive with only 22 seconds remaining. That's a really important thing to note there. Not everyone plays these situations properly. A lot of times they'll give the ball back with too much time on the clock for their opponent to have their own chance at a scoring drive. But right now, with no timeouts, 22 seconds, not looking like Problem really should be able to get anything going here.
And Jalen Ramsey will get lit up at the 26-yard line. So we're at 19 seconds. 0 timeouts. You got to be looking toward the sideline.
Yeah, you got to look towards the sideline, but I'm starting to wonder when Problem is going to have to start passing more in this game. We've already seen Terrell Pryor sail 2 passes here. The inaccuracy with that mobile quarterback, Terrell Pryor, how will that develop as this game moves along?
Pryor rolls out, looking down the field, and smartly decides just to throw it away. 1 for 4 for Terrell Pryor.
You know, we know Problem wants to run the ball, but he's now, when you play with a lead on him, that kind of forces his game a little bit there. It makes him become one-dimensional and makes him pass the ball.
Only averaging 134 yards through the air for the tournament. This time he throws it up. Mike Evans. And there's Harrison Smith. And lucky he didn't return it for more. So Dubby will have it at the 37-yard line. 3 timeouts.
Yeah, and Problem just looking to get aggressive there, trying to make a play with not a lot of time remaining. Chucks it down the sideline there. Hope something good would happen.
So 1st and 10 from the 37. But the 7 seconds is what you need to be worried about. And he'll just go for the safe pass, and Ricky Williams
beautiful.
will pick up a few. Beautiful
execution right there. He's so aware of the time and his positioning on the field. He's going to give himself one more opportunity for an Aaron Rodgers Hail Mary.
Yeah, time to roll the dice for Randall. And he'll have to get away. He was hit by Khalil Mack as he threw, and we got an interception. And that's how the half will end. Back at the NFL Experience, it is the Madden Bowl Finals, and Dubby has a 14-10 lead. Scott Cole, Stephen Gibbons with you. And Gibbs, what needs to happen in the second half?
Well, I want to revisit the McDonald's keys to the game. We said that Problem needs to get the lead and keep the lead. Check the scoreboard real quick. He's down in this one. He has a big drive right here. He needs to get back on top of this one.
Well, he'll start the drive at the 27-yard line. Pryor in the gun. He'll get it to Ricky Williams. And Williams will pick up 5.
Yeah, and when we look at the keys to the game there for Dubby, in the first half we said he needs to force the turnovers and he needs to prove he belongs. When he's up 4 points right now, he's starting to show that he belongs. He's got one more half here to get it done.
It's a big-time drive for both of these competitors. 2nd and 5. And back to the running game. And Ricky Williams gets stuck.
Yeah, and during the halftime when Problem was talking to Dave, he had mentioned that he needs to now start bringing pressure 95% of the time. The biggest play of the game for Problem thus far was the pick 6 that he returned in that second quarter. And that was because he dialed up the gas. He needs to keep doing that here, forcing turnovers.
Yeah, his defense has generated 7 points. His offense only merely a field goal in this one. 3rd down. Jimmy Graham shakes a tackle, has some room, and he'll be dropped at the 25. Big-time play.
Yeah, and right there, take a look at that defense. You can see it's a cover 2 in that corner right there. That's 2 deep defenders. What that means is both of those defenders, if you are new to playing Madden at home, both of those defenders are playing the deep part of the field. There's only 2 of them. Right, so when you have only 2 defenders, if you flood the defense downfield with more than 2 receivers, you'll have success when attacking a cover 2 style defense.
And it's good to see that out of position item of Terrell Pryor finally connect downfield. And he'll stretch it to the weak side, maybe an inch.
Yeah, that's a great way to control the tempo of this one here. Problem, he needs to get the momentum back on his side. He had that big play, but so far offense really hasn't been clicking. He had a good drive to get in field goal range, but he needs another scoring possession here.
Let's call it 2nd and 9.5. And Terrell Pryor will take off and he'll move the sticks. He's in the red zone at the 14.
That's exactly what those mobile quarterbacks will do. They extend plays with their legs. They can take off. You force your opponent to have to defend them with an extra player on your defense in order to slow them down.
Pistol formation, delay to Williams, and he's inside the 10. It's going to be 2nd and 5 from the 8.
Yeah, problem making some adjustments here. He's going to a couple different formations we're not accustomed to seeing here. He now gets the ball down to the 8-yard line. You got to take a look at one player right here, Mike Evans in that slot. That's a big-time player, back of the end zone. Get to only where he can catch it. Big-time player on this play right here.
I formation. He'll run it. And he will walk into the end zone, and Ricky Williams has given Problem the lead.
Yeah, that's a great play right there for Problem. He sneaks in the run out wide, gets good blocking off that edge, and that was the easiest running touchdown he's probably ever had.
Well, that's one reason you have Larry Fitzgerald. He can lay some wood in the blocking game. 2:26 to go, and Dubby will now have to answer trailing by a field goal. You know, one of the big keys in the first half was after Dubby threw the pick 6, came back, stuck to his game plan, and was able to grind out the lead, but now he's trailing.
What's really difficult over a course of a game is to consistently bounce back when now they're going punch for punch here and scoring, and then the opponent scores and they're changing the lead and the score. It's really difficult to keep putting together drives that get you back in position to win the game, but he's going downfield here.
He wants Randy Moss, and Randy cannot pull it in.
Yeah, and so you can see that, you know, the first play here of this drive, he goes deep downfield, gets himself into a 2nd and 10 spot here. But again, really difficult to gain that momentum and put together another scoring drive to take the lead again.
Cunningham finds Fitzgerald, and Larry will move the chains.
Yeah, and problem is 100% dialing it up. I don't know if it's 95. I know it's 100% right now. He's bringing defenders off this edge. Watch that defender right there. He's going to come scream off the edge. This defender as well.
And don't forget, he's got Khalil Mack coming off on the weak side. A lot to handle for a left tackle, and this time it's right to Cunningham's face, but able to get it away, 2nd and 10.
Right, so here's what happens. When you are bringing pressure off that edge and you don't block this tight end, Jimmy Graham right there, you don't block him, that's the guy you have to worry about. If you keep him in the block, you'll pick up that pressure.
So 2nd and 10 at the 36. Moss in the slot. And Randall will go to Fitzgerald, and he'll avoid the hit. And that's going to make it a 3rd and 1.
Yeah, 3rd and 1. Dubby converts on 3rd down 42% of the time in this tournament. Now you have a very manageable 3rd down in this situation. Run or pass, all available to you here in this spot.
At the 45. 3rd and short.
Watch for a run off the right edge here.
And he'll go to Williams, and Williams will get to the edge. 1st down and more. He's now at the 45.
Yeah, every time Problem keeps his interior linebackers in the middle of the field, it's going to consistently open up the run game off that right edge. Now, when he takes that defender and puts him off the right side, right here, take a look, right there, that defender, he got him off the right edge. Now there's running room in the middle of the field, right here, cut it up and go. Great recognition right now by Dubby, playing a cat and mouse style game here in the Madden Bowl Championship.
Yeah, averaging right around 5 yards a carry. That's up from his normal average of 3.7, so the running game really effective so far for Dubby. But he's trailing by 3, and the hole closed very quickly.
Yes, it did. He tried to cut it back up inside there. You saw the defender off that right side of the field. That opens up those running lanes in the middle of the field, but Problem gets the stop there. Now 3rd and 6.
Ball at the 42. Trailing by a field goal. And the third quarter has absolutely blown by. Cunningham
Great
finds
check.
Ricky Williams. And Ricky able to shake 2 tackles. And now he's at the 12-yard line with 30 seconds to go in the quarter.
Amazing discipline right there from Dubby. He had a couple options downfield. He didn't take the greedy option. He went to the underneath check down, the safe route, and it worked out great for him.
So just 16 seconds to go, and Jimmy Graham will take the handoff, and he'll move down to the 8, a 2nd and 6. Perhaps the final play of the quarter incoming.
If you're Dubby, you got to think, again, you're in field goal range. You need to get points to tie the game here.
And he's just going to let the quarter run out. So 2nd and 6 from the 8 is how we'll begin the final quarter here in the Madden Bowl. Cunningham looking. And Larry Fitzgerald could not get his hands up.
Yeah, but that's a good safe throw right there. You go to your big body receivers in the back of the end zone, try to put the ball up high where only they can catch it. So I like the execution right there, but said a little bit right there from Randall Cunningham.
This is a huge 3rd down. 3rd and 6. He can still get a first. Trailing by a field goal, but a touchdown would be very, very sweet. And Randy Moss cannot stay in bounds. So 4th and 6. He gambled in the semifinals, but he's going to take the easy 3. And the kick is up, and it is good. And could you ask for any more? We are tied here in the 4th quarter of the Madden Bowl.
This is all you could ever imagine, the opportunity of a lifetime. At the top of the broadcast, you heard Dubby say that this entire Madden Bowl experience is the best moment of his entire life. You know what would be a better moment? If he were to win it here against Problem. You have 4 minutes and 50 seconds remaining. Tie ball game. Let's go.
That would be the cherry on the sundae, so to speak. 1st and 10, and Ricky Williams once again goes nowhere.
Yeah, and W better be careful here. Okay, he keeps playing this aggressive style defense. He's playing cover 0. What that means, there's no deep defenders protecting over the top. Everybody's playing one-on-one coverage on the defense side of the ball. If Problem recognizes that, catches him, could be a big play for him.
2nd and 11. Pryor to Williams. And Ricky runs over Mel Blount of all people.
Yeah, and this is a spot for Problem here. Go out and get a championship drive. You haven't won a title since 2013. People are starting to question, are you really the greatest of all time? He lost last year in the 2016 Madden Championship. This year, wants to get another crown right here today.
4 minutes to go in this one. And on 3rd and 1, Ricky Williams will battle for the first down, and he'll get it.
Yeah, and you know what? Problem is going for that championship drive. The textbook way you get this done, there's 3 minutes and 50 seconds remaining. You have all of your timeouts. Put together a drive, hold the ball through the last possession, kick a field goal, get a touchdown. That's how you win this game if you're Problem. Don't let Dubby get the ball back.
And we've seen him go on 6-minute drives, 7-minute drives, 19-play drives. So you know he's not planning on giving the ball back. And Ricky Williams has got to be careful as he got absolutely blew up.
Yeah, and that is Mark Barron over the middle of the field playing linebacker. This is ultimate team, so anybody can play anywhere. Has a lot of hit power, forcing turnovers.
Throws off his back foot, but Mike Williams, welcome to the game. He'll get his first catch. Terrell Pryor, just 4 of 8.
Yeah, and he's had 2 overthrows. We've yet to see that in the second half, but Problem really hasn't had many opportunities to throw the ball over the field. It's 3rd and 7 now. In a tough spot here, if he were to run it, it would be a very difficult situation to get those 7 yards. So looks like a passing situation for Problem.
So 3rd and 7, we're under 3 minutes to go.
Heat off the right edge.
Pryor looking downfield, and there is Julio Jones. Will pull it in for the first down.
Yeah, and let's take a look at this right here. Start thinking about the clock. 2 minutes and 37 seconds remaining. Ball on the 49. Worst case scenario for Dubby is he doesn't get the ball back here. Problem. One of the best in the business because he understands gameplay situations, looking to execute the perfect drive here to win the Madden Bowl.
Ricky Williams will handle it on 1st down, and To me, you know, Dubby's done a great job at the scouting report. No problem loves to run the ball on first down, and he has shut that.
Here's what happens, though. You get in these late game situations. You saw the big hit on the previous play from Barron, right? When you start running the ball, those hits start adding up. So eventually, if you stick and become one-dimensional and start running the ball only, you eventually get to a situation, not saying it will happen with Ricky Williams, but what if a fumble happens here on the ground?
So 2nd and 11 after the 2-minute warning. And Pryor is looking for somewhere to go, and he finds himself on the ground. Aaron Donald with a sack.
Worst case scenario right here for problem, 3rd and 15. 3rd and 15 is a tough spot for him. He likes to control that ground game. He's going to have to air it out here, routes downfield to get this first down.
3rd and 15, clock is moving.
Watch the pressure off the right edge.
5 seconds to go. And like Gibbs said, watch for them to bring the heat. They'll play coverage. And looking for Mike Evans. And the former Aggie will pull it in at the 34.
Yeah, and that is he threw that up. Dubby can't believe it. He understands what that means. Ball on the 34. He's got 2 timeouts remaining. Problem going down to a running set. Starting to realize this might be the drive. This might be his time to get back on the top of Mount Rushmore of the Madden world.
It's be a 51-yarder from there. And he'll go to Ricky Williams in the eye, and a big hit from Anthony Barr.
Yeah, another big hit right there for Dubby on the defensive side of the ball. He loses 3 yards, so a little bit back further there for a field goal here. Do the math on this, Scott. Do the math on what this
I was told there would not be any math, but it's a 54-yarder from there. These teams have great kickers. They have the leg, but that's pushing it. Nice little quick out to Herman Moore, the former Lion, and things are looking a little bit better at the 27. Dubby will use his final timeout.
Yeah, and here you go. 3rd and 3 situation. Problem. 38% of the time he converts on 3rd down. This is not his bread and butter. Can Dubby get the big stop here?
Minute 18 remaining. He's going to go to the air. Looking for Graham, and he throws an interception. Oh, my goodness.
And that right there, we said the McDonald's key to the game was to force turnovers. And in the most pivotal moment of the game, back against the wall, looks like you are going to go down to problem. You get the interception for your championship drive.
He's in the shadow of his own goalpost, and he'll throw an absolute dart to McCaffrey. He's at the 30, the 20, the 10, and Dubby takes the lead.
Look at that man right there. He understands what that play was. You come back, you get the big interception, you throw that strike down that right sideline, and you right now are a minute and 4 seconds away from being the Madden Bowl champion.
And this pro Dubby crowd we have in Houston gets absolute electric. A 93-yard pass to McCaffrey. And now, problem from Los Angeles, California. Wife in the audience has 64 seconds to get this done.
Yeah, and he's got all 3 of his timeouts. You can take a look right here. All 3 of those timeouts, very pivotal in this situation for him here. Entire playbook open for him. You've done this 1,000 times. You just got to do it right here on the biggest stage to get back in this ball game.
You can see his wife looking on. 1st and 10. Pryor. Here comes the heat. Just got it away as Deion Sanders came screaming off the edge.
Yeah, so what now we're seeing here from Dubby, he's grooving, he's feeling it, he feels this moment, but he's starting to send pressure off the edges in a more delayed fashion. It's letting Problem have issues in the backfield with his pass protection. Watch this defender right here. That defender right there wants to scream off that edge.
That star underneath means he's the best player on the defensive side. That's Deion. And here he is again. And now problems in the situation that doesn't fit his play style. 3rd and 18. He needs a little bit of magic.
Yeah, and that's textbook pressure off the edge in a delayed fashion. It causes nightmare situations for your pass protection. He's doing it again. This defender right over here off the edge. You can see him right there. Watch him scream in a delayed fashion. Problem needs to get the ball out quick.
3rd and 18.
He's coming.
Has time and has Mike Evans. cannot hold on. 4th and 18.
4th and 18 with your tournament life on the line. Wife Belinda looking on for this huge play here for Problem.
Shocking drop there by Mike Evans. That would have gave him a first down, but he's facing a 4th and 18.
Right edge again, Scott. It's coming delayed. Ricky
You
Williams
don't
needs to pick it up.
This will be the game. Pryor finds Julio, and Julio holds on, and Problem will use his second timeout. 1 remaining, ball at the 38, and 46 seconds remaining.
What a play over the middle of the field. Not only to catch it with a defender on him, but to hang on to it with the big hit. Again, going that delayed fashion blitz off that right edge.
Pryor,
play fake.
Play action. Has time, and he'll throw it away with 41 ticks remaining.
Yeah, a lot of times in these spots here, you look for downfield routes. They take time to develop, so I really like the way Dubby is trying to set up his defense here. Passive pressure off the edge, getting in there, forcing Problem to throw it away. Watch for Mike Evans. Mike Evans is the guy here, far left of the screen. Screaming.
And he'll find Ricky Williams, but he won't hang on. So it'll be 3rd and 10, 37 seconds. This is the finals of the Madden Bowl. Winner, lots at stake here. We're so glad you're able to tune in here this evening. We've had an absolute amazing matchup.
Watch for Ricky Williams down the left sideline.
Pryor,
He's got it.
it's a wheel route, and Ricky is down at the 34, and Problem will use his final timeout with 31 seconds remaining.
Yeah, Problem right there. No timeouts remaining. You got 31 seconds on the clock. Watch for Ricky Williams out of the left backfield here.
And Pryor will roll that way again, and he'll throw it again, and he can't get the foot in bounds. And so now 26 seconds to go.
Problem's going to go back to that. Dubby needs to make an adjustment. He needs to match a man-to-man defender up against Williams, or it's going to be open again. See what Dubby does. Watch for Jimmy Graham in the slot here as well.
He'll stay in the pocket this time. Has time. He throws it to the end zone. And Herman Moore could not get his mitts on that one, and it'll be 3rd and 10, 19 seconds between crowning a winner.
Yeah, really difficult here to score against man-to-man coverage.
And he'll throw it again. This time it's Graham, and Graham can't get out of bounds, so the clock will be running. 4th and 1, and the clock is ticking away. We're down to 5 seconds now. 4th and 1, the final play of the game. Pryor has to go to the end zone. He will, and Herman Moore cannot hold on. And Dubby is your Madden Bowl champion in an absolute classic.
$75,000 goes to Dubby.
We are back here in Houston with your 2017 Madden Bowl winner, Chris McFarland, a.k.a. Dubby. Dubby, that was an unbelievable game, a 93-yard touchdown to win it. Take me through your emotions right now.
I'm elated. You know, that was an up-and-down game. It was a battle. All my games have been battles. They're all battles, and to come out on top at the last second like that, it was elation. Seriously.
Well, congratulations, Dubby. Couldn't have happened to a better guy. I'm going to introduce the Madden Competitive Gaming Commissioner right now, Matt Marcoux. Matt, take it away.
Dubby, Philadelphia's favorite son. With that win, you have secured first place in the Madden Championship Series rankings, which means not only did you win a ton of cash here, you are locked in for our Madden Championship in May.
Thank you, Matt. Time to present the belt now. Former NFL Pro Bowler Maurice Jones-Drew, step on up, please.
Dubby, what a game. What a game. That's the way that he had that user ability. Congratulations. Here's your Madden 17 Madden Bowl belt, man. Wear it with pride.
There it is. Congratulations, Dubby.